Hi there, everybody. It's Dracula's daughter here. Being dragged through the hedge backwards to ruin your YouTube viewing, as per. Hope you're all keeping okay with all this coronavirus, COVID-19 stuff going around. Now, a lot of people are still going around saying, "Oh, it's just like flu, blah blah blah," and whatever like that. The coronaviruses are not like flu. Flu is a virus, yes, and it's a seasonal thing. COVID-19 is a coronavirus, and the reason why the number 19 is on there is because it was found in 2019. It doesn't say when, it doesn't say where, but we all know it came from China, so around about November time apparently, so October, November time. But it leaked out. So, but the coronaviruses have been around since the 1960s. The first one ever that they found was in the late 60s, 65 or 67, I think it was, like that. So, so these viruses aren't new. They just mutate all the time. Like SARS a few years ago, that was a coronavirus. Swine flu, that was a coronavirus. Bird flu as well, what we called bird flu, that was a coronavirus as well. And you know, so the virus is all around us. But of course, in this day and age, with all the whatever, you know, still the world is just too small. Everybody's traveling, so it just seems to mutate all the time, sort of thing. Do you know what I mean? So, but anyway, so I hope you're all keeping safe and not going out unless you necessarily unless it's absolutely necessary. I just take Xena out for a quick wee and a poo because she won't go out on the patio, and go shopping every 3 to 4 days, and that's what I do. I can't do a whole month's shopping or 3 months shopping because the food that I eat definitely won't last that long. That's why I go shopping every 3 to 4 days, because some of the food that I do eat only lasts that long in the fridge anyway. So, but anyway, yeah. So apart from all that, all hunky dory here. I'm trying to keep myself sane, apart from the bloody dogs, because I'm spending more and more time indoors now with them, especially with Simba. He's just playing up and being naughty and whatever. So it's like this morning, for instance, got up and he just wouldn't stop barking, and which was just really strange because he doesn't usually bark. So, so the gods only know, the goddesses only know what the neighbours were thinking. But hey ho, and there he is in the background there again. So that's saying that yes, I'm still here, I'm still alive, blah 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 blah. But in the meantime, what I've been doing, I've been keeping myself busy. I still haven't finished the hallway. Now, you think, oh grief, Tony, how long will it take? It takes me a long time to do each room, believe me. Once I get my mind to it, I will do it and do it all in one go. The only thing I've got to do is just finish off the woodwork, and I keep saying that. But the paint I've got, honestly, it just, and of course with Simba opening doors and everything. So yeah, you can wank your towel. He leaves claw marks on the doors when he opens the doors. So of course, he chips the paint off. So I've got to go over it again and again and again. So that's annoying me. But what I'm going to do, I'm going to do a matte varnish over the top of it to give it an extra coating. Now, will you go away and lie down now, please? Go on. He's just being so annoying. It really is. Thank you. Honestly, I've got a table on its back, a coffee table on its back because I'm painting it. I've been doing that over the last week. See, that's what I do. I start something, and then just before I finish it, I go and start something else. So, but this coffee table is going to be part of my dressing table ensemble in the bedroom. So I will show you one of the drawers that I've done. There's 3 drawers like this, and the table itself is just off-white, black and gold. And Simba! See, he's just opened the bloody lounge door again now, see? He's so annoying. But anyway, so that's the drawer there that I've painted. See, doesn't it look lovely? I changed the handles as well, so that bit there is gold, and this is black. Of course, not black. I need another coat over the top of it. It would be okay. And there's the handle. I changed the handles. So there's 3 drawers like that in the front, and then there's a on the table itself. There's a clotted creamy off-white colour going all around in between all the drawers, and then black over going on the top, and then gold, and then white gold, and then most of the table is going to be black. And I don't know if I'm going to put initial in gold on there, just to be posh. But anyway, yes. So once that's all finished, I shall take photos and put it on my social media. What have you been doing? You've been in the bin again, have you? Now go and lie down. Go on. Do you know, he's such a boy, honestly. But £100 bloody wolf dog just will not listen, will you? No, you won't. He's 8 years old and he still doesn't bloody listen, honestly. But that's men for you, isn't it? So, but anyway, so yes, as I was saying, so keep calm. If you can't get any hand sanitizers, those liquid hand sanitizers, my personal advice would be, and it's better than nothing at all. If you, yeah, my way of thinking is get yourself some. Get yourself some of those tea tree facial wipes. We've got tea tree in it, which is antiviral and antifungal and antibacterial, and it's got alcohol in there, which is really good for your hands anyway. So that's what I use. I've got a pack in the kitchen. I've got a pack in my bag as well. So I'll try and get some more next week. And you're only 50p a pack in Poundland at the moment. So if I was you, I'd go out and get them before they run out as well. So but anything with tea tree oil in, if you're into the more natural stuff to combat the virus, go for it, because the tea tree has been known, has been used in the Western world for over 100 years. The earliest documented use of tea tree oil was in the First World War, in the trenches, to help with healing processes of injuries and things and whatever, and apparently helped out a lot. But of course, it's originates from places like Australia, sort of, and of course the first people of those countries have been using things like tea tree for millennia. So and that's where I put my faith in that. Other things that people tell you to do, like gargle with hot water or drink vinegar or gargle with vinegar, blah, 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 whatever, blah, blah, apparently will not help this virus at all, because it's a brand new virus, blah, 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 whatever. And it just won't work at all. So better be safe than sorry. If you can't get hand sanitizers, get anything with tea tree oil in it. So, which is the next best thing, I feel. But that's what I'm using. So I'm sorry about sniffing. If I do cough, it doesn't mean that I've got the virus. I get seasonal colds, heavy colds, and everything because I'm asthmatic. So pardon me talking about that now. Talking about coughing, it happens. But Simba, please leave it. Come here. Come on. Thank you. Now get over there now and lie down. Thank you. Honestly, I'll have to put a gate up or something, but can't put a baby gate up because it'd be up and over that straight away, or just chew through it. So honestly, can't have anything like that at all in this house with this lot, well, especially with him. And Zeno's just in the corner there, bless her. Curled up, aren't you, Z? Yeah, bless her. She's watching a monkey on the telly, or watching Clash of the Titans. Not exactly what I thought it was going to be, but there you go. The Titans I've seen male strippers in London decades ago, so this has nothing to do with that, so I'm a bit disappointed. But anyway, so yes. But anyway, so yeah, that's how I've been keeping myself busy, just finding little projects to do. And got all right, fine. I've got more time now. I don't have to, be part of the human race, as it were, and have to go out and stuff like that. So now all this quarantine and self-isolation thingy does help me a lot, because I'm saying it helps me a lot, but no matter, like by next week I'll be doing a video, I'll be there going, oh my god, this is the second week I've been self-isolating and I can't do it anymore, I have to go out, I need to go out, I have to jump on a bus, I have to jump on the train, blah blah blah, 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 blah. And the reason being is because now I'm being told to do it, because of my immunity anyway, because of my asthma and other underlying illnesses I've got. my immunity is a little bit compromised. So not as compromised as people who've got cancer and everything like that, or COPD, or emphysema, or things like that, you know. So, or even people who've had transplants, or are on the waiting list for transplants. They are totally at risk, even more at risk than people with asthma. So, and then there's the elderly as well. If they've got underlying problems as well, they will be, you know. So, but anyway, so yes, we keep safe and all that. But today, you know, all week it's been quite quiet in town. Really has been quite quiet. Today, it was chocker. And I mean, it was chocker. And that was just in the town centre, the town square, just around the corner here. It was so busy, it was unbelievable. And I thought to myself, there was all this coronavirus. And then I realised it was Mother's Day tomorrow, isn't it? So, and we had a busker. Well, not a busker, it was a trio. Literally just across the road here, singing away, which I thought, right, okay. And I know it's your business and you need to make money, but, you know, so you're putting your lives at risk here, and other people's lives at risk, which I personally think is quite selfish. You know, the government has said, you know, don't go outside, you know, don't go out into town or whatever, unless you really have to, and then keep, you know, it's like keep separation between you and the next person kind of thing. And of course, in the town centre, that's really busy. You can't do that. So, you know, people who have really bad immunity will catch even a cold, you know. So, but and of course now it's even worse at the moment because of all this coronavirus thingy, COVID-19. So, you know, so don't go out. And of course, what went through my head was, oh, it's Mother's Day tomorrow. But I am 1,000,000% certain, apart from my mother, of course, like, you know, that she worships the ground I'll be under. I'm sure she does. That if I exist to afford to her again anymore. I never used to be, but there you go. But it's Mother's Day tomorrow, so, and that's why a majority of people were out to get the last minute bunches of flowers and everything for Mother's Day. And I'm sure that mothers would rather you be safe and at home than get a bunch of flowers just for the one day of the year, because you can send them a bunch of flowers, you can buy them bunches of flowers any time of the year, you know, so you can post a card and everything, and whatever. But I'm sure that they would much rather that you stayed at home, stayed safe, and not put yourselves and others at risk by going out into town. And it's still busy now. I can hear people out there now, still busy. Yeah. And of course, last night was the last night of pubs and clubs being open. So it was quite eerie around here up until about 11 o'clock. Wind was howling around the corner. So it was, I think it was, I was watching YouTube, and the wind was howling around the corner and everything. And it was really no cars or nothing. And then all of a sudden, by 11 o'clock, about 11, half 11, there was a group of people, and one of the blokes, he was screaming, and I mean, he was shouting, he was screaming. It was going to be a fight, and it was just outrageous. And I thought to myself, you know, so there's people dying unnecessarily out there, and you're ranting and raving because you spend your last bit of wage packet on booze and in a local pub. I know people have to, you know, have to make a living, and you know, certainly it's even harder now with all this, and I can totally understand that. But the government have turned out and said that they will help people for at least 3 months, and if it needs to be longer. The Chancellor said that last week, not last week, beginning of this week. So there's no change there. But saying that though. You know, so one side is saying, they've said 80% of people's wages the government will pay, and then the same page turns around half an hour later and says 75% of people's wages the government will pay. It's not free; it needs to be paid back, and as Boris turned around and said, at a low interest rate. So they are going to make money out of this. Oh, got a hair sticking up behind there. They are going to make money out of this. So which I think most companies will do, unfortunately. A lot of companies thrive on things like this. When there's an epidemic or a pandemic, or a pandemic means it's in 3 or more continents, different continents. An epidemic is like, you've got an epidemic in an area, kind of thing. So, but anyway, it's a pandemic, and of course a local epidemic. 2 people died in Torbay as of yet, as we know of, which is just 4 miles away from here, 3-4 miles away from here, that they've died in the hospital. They both had underlying health issues, but it doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter. Would they have died of the seasonal flu? Maybe, maybe not. We don't know. And pardon me, and it does put it into perspective, really. And believe me, I'm not saying that it's like the flu at all, because it's not. The flu is a virus, and so is this. That's the only thing they've got similar and the same, is because they're both viruses. And antibiotics does not cure or help to cure, to get rid of viruses. Never has done, never will do. And that's the only thing they have in common. COVID-19 is part of the coronaviruses. There are quite a few of them, like I've said, and so in that respect, it's not like the flu. Some of the symptoms may be like the flu, but the seasonal flu symptoms are even more than what you get with this coronavirus. So, but anyway, and of course, more people die of seasonal flu every year than have, as of yet, died of this coronavirus. But the only scary thing is the fact that not the fact that people are dying, that less people are dying than from seasonal flu, is the fact that it's gone worldwide so quickly, and that's what the worrying thing is. It's just the fact that it's just literally gone through like wildfire. Now they say that it was let loose in November last year, so anybody that had the symptoms between November and January had this, showed signs and symptoms of the coronavirus, most probably would have had it then. So a lot of people that were ill at that time might have already had it. So, but we don't know that at all, because nobody was being tested, because it was kept under the hospitals and the NHS in this country were kept in the dark about it, but I'm certain that governments knew about it, and because otherwise, so how come they just did all this so quickly? Over 10 days, lockdowns, everything. So they had a contingency plan in place before any of this happened, and because this country was so wrapped up in Brexit, we weren't aware of any of it, and I personally think that that's, oh gosh, no, don't do that. Show off your ears, big ears. That it was Simba. Please come back and lie down. Come on, Simbi. Come back. Thank you. Now go lie down. Now go on over there. Go on. As I was saying, personally, I think every government of every country knew that this was going to happen, knew that it escaped the science labs in China before November, and they all knew about it. So that's my personal thought, anyway. So apparently that was the first known case of it was in November, but I suspect it was before then. And of course, the Chinese doctor that told the whole world about it, he died from the virus. We don't know, but we can only speculate on that. So and apparently the Chinese government have apologised to Dr. Li, posthumously, of course, because he's died, but a bit late, too late for him. But let's hope that they see fit to look after his wife, his widow, and children in the meantime, up until the time he would have retired, and give them the full wage that he would have had up until the day he retired, and then looked after looked after the widow even after then, and you know, of course, the children will be old enough then to find their own jobs. But anyway, so I personally think that the whole world knew about this pandemic before it hit social media, and that's why the contingency plans kicked in so quickly. But hey, who am I to say? That's just me, isn't it? So, but anyway, so saying that, so I am self-isolating. I have to take Zena out every day, so I might take her out very early in the morning or very late at night. So at least there's no people around, blah, 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 and whatever like that. So I don't know. But then again, you know, when she wants to go out, she wants to go out, and I have to take her out. So no matter what time of day it is. So, but anyway, so yes. But like I said, I bet you next week I'll be on the video going, please get me out of here. Please get me out of here. I'm down to 5 toilet rolls. Hopefully that'll last. But I'll just have to drip dry, I suppose, every time I go for a week. But hey ho. But anyway, so yes, so and please stop trying to panic buy, because there's no need for it. Food will get through. Food will end up on the shelves. They are being put on the shelves anyway. But it's just that fact that Simba, she's gone in the bloody bin again. I'm gonna smack you now enough. But you know, as I was saying, so please don't try and panic buy, because there are a lot of us out there. For one, we can't afford to, and two, haven't got the space, and three, working or vulnerable people and whatever, that they can't bulk buy. So, and panic buying as well, that's another thing. The stuff I've seen over the last week is just unbelievable, and I just never realised that people could be like that. But hey ho. You know, that's what happens, I suppose, isn't it? So, but anyway, so stay safe. Try and stay as calm as possible. Try and keep people at arm's length, which I do anyway, so which is a good thing for me. But but being told to do it might get me a bit stir crazy, because I don't like being told what to do. But anyway, so I've got to go off now and make myself a cup of coffee and see what Simba's done. He's back out in the kitchen again. Every time I do a video, he's there going, and he's there, just plays up. And of course now he hasn't got the cat to play with, so he just does his own thing, and he just, so he's run back in now. And I'm thinking, so what's he done in the kitchen? What have you done? What have you done? What have you done? Eh? What have you done? Look at that little head there. Look, there he is. Look. Yeah, that's the face of a naughty boy, don't you think? Do you not think that's the face of a naughty boy, everybody? Is that a face of a naughty boy? Is it? Is it? Is that a face of a naughty boy? Yeah, is it? Is that a face of a naughty boy? He is a naughty boy, people. Look, that's the face of a naughty boy. Now get down there. Get down, there's a good boy. Get down. So yes, so that's Simba again, showing his face. But we're going to sit down, thank you. Hey, Simba. Oh. Do you know, now stop it. Now he's mothering Zena now. Honestly. She's, you know, she's just there lying there being nice and gentle and being good, bless her. And he's there just like, oh, bully. But anyway, so keep safe, be careful, keep people at a distance. If you do have any parcels coming through, by the way, if you do have any parcels coming through, and they're non-perishable, shove them in the freezer for 48 hours. That will kill all bacteria or viruses. So there's another thing, if they are perishable, put them in the bottom of the fridge for 3 to 4 days and leave them in there. If they're perishable, you know, I'm waiting for some glass handles for 2 of my cabinets, and they're coming from China. So there's a 2-week waiting list extra on top of the post anyway. So, but so they're in quarantine. They're being quarantined for 2 weeks, and then they get delivered after that. So it's 2 weeks late. And then I'm just gonna put them in the fridge for 3 to 4 days. I can't put them in the freezer because the glass will crack. So so put them in the fridge for 3 to 4 days, and then I shall open the pack. So, but anyway, keep safe. Be kind to yourselves and to other people around you, and to other people from 6 feet away. But but wave at them or whatever, you know. So, but above all, look after yourselves. I don't mean about panic buying and stuff like that. Make sure that you're well. If you're feeling a bit, you know, got a fever or a cough or anything like that, then stay indoors. You know, wrap yourself warm. Make sure you've got plenty of fluids and things to eat and whatever, and then go from there. But anyway, like I said, look after yourselves and be kind to yourselves as well, and be kind to others. Okay, I shall speak to you soon. Bye bye.